So there they go. The big machines have been filled with fuel. It's time to get the day started. It's late November. The rains are just about getting started. We need to put some crops in the field. And as the farm grows and grows each year, this is the time when we get into land clearing. When we bring in the TLBs, and this year we have a very special big guy on the scene, as you can see, and it's time for some land clearing. Stay with us. Greetings from the farm. I hope you're well. It's so good to have you back with us again here on the Mondo Farms channel. My name is Chisha Folotia, and that is a 20-ton Sani excavator. A few minutes ago, there was an anthill here, and this excavator is making short work of it. Our objective is to be able to level this place so that the tractors can be able to work effectively. And in any case, nobody really wants an anthill right in the middle of our field. Yes, it's a field. Look, it was plowed traditionally with ridges, and it's a place that has had maize here for quite some time. So we bring in an excavator to be able to help us. Another major part of land clearing, as we define it here at Mondo Farms, is to get rid of things like this. This was an old tree that the old people that were here before had tried to stump manually for some time. They cut it down as they were planting on this field, and there's a couple more. There's one right over there. There's even a tree, semi-tree, that was cut, and it has since regrown, and the excavator will be coming along once it's finished its work over there, and it will be coming along and getting rid of all of these. At Mondo Farms, we want to farm in a modern method, and we're going to be using machinery like tractors, which will be carrying plows, discs, rippers, and boom sprayers, planters, drills, etc. So we'd like to have our fields as clear as possible. We'd also like to have them as straight as possible. And if you follow me, I hope you can see it on the camera, that tree is kind of inside the field. This guy is a little bit inside the field. And then there's one here with a piece of cloth hanging on it. Let me get up close to this piece of cloth. We get these from our local tailors, particularly Kalundu Market, where I live. Here's what we call cannula, and we call this a flag. And there's a couple of trees that have been flagged along this line. And what that is indicating to the TLB guy, the excavator guy, is leave this tree alone. So he can clear everything on this side, this way. And we've made a straight line along here in order to achieve a rectangular shape. Call me OCD or whatever, but I like to have rectangular shapes. So it will be coming down in that line there. to make this field, rather than this curve that you can see, we will be achieving a rectangular straight shape there. And the final part of land clearing that we do every year, as we bring in the heavy machinery like our friend there to be able to open up new fields and work with existing fields like this one, is to optimize on the size. So this field was originally cleared manually. Manually, people need energy and they can only clear so much. But we are into mechanized farming because that is the future. And we would want to get this field as big as it can be. So we will start with what was already cleared over the years. Then we can see if we can increase it just a little bit along the edges and lengthen it, either the length or the breadth. But what's going to stop us is things like this, where you have a sudden change of slope. You've got to respect and trust the people that have been working here for some time. You can see here where the field ended on here, and that was because after this, I hope you can see, the land slopes off gradually over to this side. So they did stop their field here as much as they could. It is very difficult to work on slopey land, whether it's manually, whether it's with animals, or whether it's with machinery. So the original field, this one, was left to stop right about here, and we are very unlikely to extend it beyond this one. Besides which, we've got this very beautiful tree on it, which I hope you can see has got a little flag hanging from it. Get a bit closer, see the flag. We've been doing this thing for quite a while, so we kind of know what we're doing. Here's another flag, meaning that this tree is going to be left in place. And the reason we want trees like this at the edges of all our fields is because we need windbreakers. So we are taking virgin land to a certain extent, maybe not quite a virgin, I think, will you? Why? Okay, all right, move on. So we're taking land and we are optimizing it, and then we don't want to have to come back in, clear everything, and then come back in and start planting windbreakers, because a tree like this one here behind me, I hope you can see that guy there, he took a couple of years to grow. Windbreakers are really important for big open fields like this because they minimize erosion loss. The wind will come along and pick up the topsoil that we have, and then that is not a good thing. It is an old maxim in farming that you don't farm the land, you farm the soil. So it's really, really, really important that we look after the soil. Our friend with the excavator has almost finished his work that he was doing on that anthill, and he shall be moving on to do some of the stumping. That's the word that we use. I hope it's correct. Tell me in the comments below if it's not stumping. It is some other word. Farming is full of technological stuff, but speaking of stumps, here is a great big stump. Let's see if I can put my foot on it, and you can see this isn't going anywhere. And this is something that if a tractor came along, it would have to avoid, and we would have patchy growth of our soybeans for this year, maize maybe, or sunflower, or whatever field crop we'd want to be putting down. Beautiful. I've always loved watching the big machines at work. So farming is full of debates, as you all know. You can't get two people to agree on a certain thing, and one of the big debates in farming is whether or not anthill soil is good soil for crops. I don't know where you stand on it, but our experience has been certain crops grow very well with anthill soil, and certain crops don't grow well with anthill soil. But in this case, we're here in the middle of a new field called Jamaica. We've just taken an anthill down. What are we going to do with it? We can't take the soil off somewhere else because that anthill is deep. Anthills are one of nature's most amazing structures. So we're just going to spread it around and he will spread it around, especially when the TLB comes along. That'll do even more spreading, and then over the years it will mix in with the rest of the other soil, and we'll hope for the best. If you're starting a farm in Africa, you are more than likely going to be buying or being leased pieces of land like this, which have got these great big green organisms on them. It is more likely to be bush. It is going to be Miombo woodland or some rainforest land or whatever else is applicable in your territory, your part of Africa. And land like this behind me, it is very difficult to get a return on it. After all, if you've paid good money for a piece of land and you are planning to farm, it is very difficult to farm with trees in it. So one has to create what we define as PLA, productive land area. And that is what we do with machines like this one. Yes, initially, most people will think that machines are expensive. It's going to cost me the hire, the transport it out to the farm. It's going to cost me the diesel, etc., etc. But most people who've also tried manual land clearing have seen that in the end, it can also be equally, if not very much more expensive. We started with manual land clearing way back in 2020. And after we saw that the project was being delayed, we had to bring in the machine. And we've been doing our land clearing with TLBs every year since then. We've had different sizes of machines, different capacities, two-wheel drives, four-wheel drives, small ones, big ones, broken down ones that cost us a lot of time and effort and really delayed our projects. But over the years, there are a lot more TLBs in most of our towns and cities across Africa. They're really coming in, and as people get to understand the value of them in terms of helping us to develop Africa's agriculture productive sector, then it is much easier to be able to access one. Why do we have this big guy here rather than a TLB that you're so used to seeing? Well, there's a TLB on the farm as well. He's working on another area called Brazil, which was being cleared yesterday and is now working on the roads. But this big guy has been brought in a special cost, mostly because of his capacity and the size and speed. Perhaps 2 days with a TLB is 1 day with this guy. Also, for clearing of breaking down trees, clearing anthills, and stumping fields, this is the machine that we want to go with. The TLB, smaller, much more versatile, but this guy really helps us gain ground. Literally, gain ground. We've been working with the TLB now for just about a couple of weeks, and we are, I'd say, about 3/4 of the way. We're getting towards the end, which is a good thing because the late rains have finally made their appearance. So the TLB has been doing a lot of the work, including road making.
Hapa tuko Jerusalem kwa Ntambo Panga Road yenienda kwa Stefan. Ndio kufikira TLB. So this is how far we've done the in-road, the accessing.
going all the way down to Stephanie's.
But one of the things that I'm really glad that the TLB we brought in has been able to do has been to give us access down to the upper part of Florida 1. Florida 1, as you may have seen on that video that we did about farming on the floodplain, is down on the floodplain. And we just couldn't get to it last year. The rains came a bit early and the TLBs couldn't manage to go down there. But this time we started the project a little bit early. Farming is learning, always farming. And we were able to achieve quite some good access down to Florida 1 and also open up 2 blocks within Florida 1, which would now improve our capacity down there.
So tifuna apatika kwapa then zabu ati ashoke tipaeko na seed yai tunopa seed ya uzwi. So chama Steve uti mliro za reking mbali Steve uti mliro ujumbe ndio ungene mchongwe river kwa then hapa hivi marenge zavisira shingako kamsango kaoneke clean hapa. Unaona?
So idea munga mwepalili hapa ngataipanga chimini hapa ngupale vula yatente muka tina chimashini cha soya so chimanga hapa mamba pa moto so tuna motoka ya bwera kuno down ngaitali makonse kuno kwani sofika venti gaira kuno kumunda yo gaira last year tezondo gaira pa mamba kushtutusha soya kutosa kunopereka pa mamba so tuna access or matract ya kwani sakugena
pa Florida 2 tienda ku Florida 1 road yoenda ku Florida 1 bayambo sebenzerako na TLB nga road.
So down here at Florida, we're now halfway in between the access road down to Florida 1 and the TLB has reached the middle part. So the plan is to come down with the road come down with the road diagonally, hit straight into that shrub. And then we're avoiding this part because of the steepness. So from where the guy is standing, the TLB will hit straight into this slanting part because this is our boundary or our land up until those misango trees. There's the big one there, so we come straight this way, then the road will be diagonal this way.
Enyo road yapangiwa yoenda ku Florida 1. ndipange monga ntelasi. So iyi nkhale ni block inango. Then nayi mwene pitira straight to nkhale ni block inango. So nkhale iyi nayi. Apa ni kulevelinga ivi mabeds ivi. Ndiye vinakanga tractor ma hiu tu. So bwerani kuno muione mwene ili. Kuno kuliko ngasako. Tuma box tukuchita ndiye mwenzo vutika tractor kukwera muri utuma box. Kabenzo lima ndiye anapanga vima bed hivi. So uko dasanga ku leveling apa at least so izanga level imozi yapa mwamba na ya pansi. So zanga mwanga ni block hii na ikumwamba. Akuno atazina sela kulima yenze temi ya mvula. So mwaiona hivi tuna hivi kale level imozi kuno ndi kulipanya hivi manje. Pela mwameti pita muno uko ukulibwino. Mavone. So ndiye kama tukuku zankhala ku down kuno kumwamba. Ku leveling a level hii propela umu. Hivi vonse hivi materasi hivi kuvipwanya hivi. One block B. Apa leveling ama beds aja.
So he started to make the road, the uphill road on the northern side of Florida 1, and that's let's see. It goes all the way up until block B.
And the TLB has also been doing a lot of other work. It's able to do a lot of what this guy is doing, clearing anthills and stumping and road making. It is one of the most versatile pieces of equipment that human beings have ever created. It's for me, it's this whole area here. Kutoka pa mwamba niwe na munga lichebwe. Kufika huko. So, apa palika 1 akakaenda huko. Then nakena ngumu mkoto. Oh, kanikaja. Kafoma Canada shani. So manje mufuna kakule, but challenge nika shape. Kaipa shape. Kazankala monga Picasso. Okay. Okay, the anthill is almost entirely done in just a few minutes. I think he's moving to the north end now to try and get to him. And he's going to be turning around now. I feel like a football commentator. And he's going to be turning around, getting himself into position to come along and sweep up that last ridge. And there he goes! I really have to be careful how much of this video ends up being this guy just doing his thing. And all right, look, I'm a boy, I guess, and boys and their toys and their machines. And when you have a big, heavy piece of machinery like this, oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's get that shot. Let's get that shot. This is for the thumbnail. Let's get that shot. That's how I'm gonna. This is the thumbnail that you probably clicked on as you were choosing this video. Let's see if I can get it right. Oh, a bit of behind the scenes, eh? The Mondo Farms channel is a place where we share our farming journey. We talk about the food, the crops we grow. We talk about how we grow the crops. We talk about how we develop and learn our farming, how our farms have developed. We have 2 farms on the outskirts of Chongwe, which is about 50 km east of Lusaka, the capital city of Zambia. I'll be getting back to the work now. Tyson and Phineas are over there, waiting for me to finish filming. And we've got to go walk all the way down to the stream, which is at the end of this piece of land, and see what we can do and how many more fields we can create in this particular place and make final decisions on what we can plant. We've been thinking of planting some trees on the slopey areas, rocky slopey areas, which is what we've been doing at our farms for a while. We have a new video coming out we do try and put it out every 2 to 3, sometimes 4. Recently, things got a little bit busy, so it was a bit delayed every few weeks, but we will do videos as much as we can. And we always appreciate all the support that we've been getting. The viewership and subscriptions on the channel have been absolutely amazing. And we do try and put in as much hard work as we can to make our videos worthwhile for you. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up by pressing the thumbs up button. And if you have other people that you would like to see this video, then please share it to them by pressing share, then passing it on to them via Facebook, Insta, or Telegram, or even the mighty WhatsApp. You could even send them an email if you're a little bit old school. Email is old school. It's 2023. But if you want to watch more of these videos yourself, the easiest way to do that is to press the subscribe button. And if you press the bell icon, then YouTube will let you know when another video comes along. My name is Chisha Folotea. It's been lovely having you share our little bit of land clearing journey that we've been doing in the summer of 2023. Shale nipo, bye-bye.